What's going on, beautiful people? As always, I got something to talk about. So, I'm just gonna say right off the bat, right off the rip, being transgender in dating can be one of the most frustrating things, I guess, personally for me, for numerous reasons, as you guys can probably expect. It's complicated, right? You have to, like, in all relationships, you have to find compromise. You have to find someone that's genuinely going to be interested in you, committed to you, and gonna devote themselves, well, at least a portion of their time and feelings and emotions and all that jazz for you, and also have the same or the best interests for you going forward in the future. Now, with that being said, while being transgender, I don't know why I'm saying wow, like this is a TikTok or something, but as a trans man, me, Sean Bernier, which is personally my experience, not saying that this is for every single trans man out there. There's probably trans men that have it a lot tougher than me. There's probably trans men that have it a lot easier than me. Okay, but for my experience, it's been really rough to find someone that genuinely likes you, one, for who I am, head to toe, in and out, all around, and then because people fetishize, for one. Plenty of times nearly every damn day, I hear, "You're trans?" I would have never known. Okay, I mean, low key, high key, that was kind of the point. Not like I'm trying to be like, quote unquote, tricking you, but the whole reason why I acknowledged and pursued this was because my end goal was, okay, I'm trying to be mad particularly with the words that I'm using because I don't want to like trigger anybody or say anything wrong, but I'm a guy, I'm a man, that's it, right? So if I look like a man, it's because I am one. If I act like a man, quote unquote stereotypical man, masculine seeming demeanors or whatever, it's because that is who I am inherently, right? So when I get those, automatically, as you can imagine, turns me off. There are ignorant people in this world, and I have to navigate through a lot of ignorant comments and people. Sometimes I just be on these apps for fun, simply just because I know no one's gonna take me or this stuff seriously, right? And then when I have these conversations with these people, I'm just like, wow, you, not the fact that you could have kept it to yourself, but it's the fact that all you had to do was go holler at your friend Google, that we all have access to. If you got access to Tinder, Black, Bumble, whatever, Black people meet, Christian mingle, you got access to Google, right? And with that being said, Google is a search engine that can provide you the facts, or maybe not even the facts, but can lead you down to the right path, right? Versus someone you never met, never seen, never heard of, that you just gonna violate, basically. And I'm saying all this because the other day, I'm on this app and this girl is hitting me up, and like, we matched. This girl's hitting me up and she's like, I posted a picture on my Snapchat, and it was of my Instagram. Follow me on my Instagram, by the way, it's Sean R. Bernier. And she was like, oh, because in my bio it says trans. She was like, oh, I didn't know you were trans. And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, you know what question she asked me. Let's not hide. We know what question she asked me. And then I'm thinking to myself, like I answered, I basically, and excuse me for my satire and my humor, but I was just like, I'm a GMO, okay? That's what my little thing looked like. It's genetically modified. Cause she was like, do you have, and is it real? I don't know if she thought I was gonna be like half bionic or something, but like you could have looked up what the process looks like. There's phalloplasty, there's I can never say the word, I'm just gonna put it down like I always do. And I'm pretty sure there's some other things that you can do, but also people don't have to go that way. They don't have to have those surgeries, things like that. So, one, Google. If I found that information online, she can as well. And then it's also the fact that when I answer these questions, she don't know what to say next. Other than, I'm so sorry that I made things weird. And then it's like whatever happened to what's your favorite color? My favorite color is deep wine or dusty rose. In case you cared. In case you cared. There's more to life, there's more to me than just being transgender, okay? There's so much more to me than just that. But I understand if that's the most mind-boggling questions that you have. Guess what? I'm not gonna say I'm famous, but like, I have a portfolio out here on Google too. Like, just look me up. Look me up. You can study me, because I know people my age be stalking. So you can clearly study me and have those answers for you. The same. Hey, if we stalk everyday regular people and you get the answers, you cannot tell me you can't get the answers for me about me. Like, anyways, I'm not actually livid, just going through my everyday. But aside from that, so there's people like that I have to deal with, and others would also have to deal with. There's also people that fetishize. So and sometimes in my comments I see things like, you're trans, I'm a woman, we're perfect because you know everything about me, thick and thin, da 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 da. You're so beautiful, no man could ever understand me, only a trans man could. Okay. To be honest with you, yes, I experienced a portion of my life as a woman, as a female, not even a woman, but as a female, I guess, as a girl. But I could never really tell you how life is as a woman, okay? I was always very masculine seeming as a child, and I always assumed that role. So I always played into that. I always, that was just my mannerisms, my tendencies, how I understood things mentally. I don't have the inherent understandings and experiences as a woman. So although maybe biologically I could understand you a lot more, empathize with you a lot more, but the things, the crap that women face nowadays, I could not understand you the same way that another woman could. And like this goes for a lot of identifiers that people go through, like how a white person can never understand what a black person goes through, and all these other things and stuff like that. But then also, people like to fetishize other things about our bodies and stuff like that. So that's also, yikes. And then there's also the fact that as soon as you tell people, they want to run away. I like to make it clear in my bios and stuff that I always put like trans man, just because I don't want to go through the hassle, the extra portions or whatever of someone being like, oh, you try to trick me, da da da. I don't want to deal with it. I'm always just upfront. I know I could also just be like man, and that would also be it should be just as harmless. But in this day and age, everyone likes to overanalyze and overcompensate for the worst, not understanding or knowing what is happening. And yes, I'm an educator, and I assume that role. That's why I'm 100% completely understanding of how people take these experiences and react to them, but that doesn't negate the fact that we all have the proper resources to educate ourselves. You know, why add extra burdens to the person that when you have the same willpower to help yourself, basically, is what I'm saying. I'm always down to answer questions, always. But some questions, they get redundant, especially when they're a little inappropriate, especially when you inappropriately approach the situation with your questions, you know? And saying sorry or, this may be weird, only makes it 100% more cringier. Anyways, I don't know why I just keep ranting about it, because I guess I'm just like, yo, 2020, are we kidding? Are we kidding right now? But yeah, so that's difficult. And I know it's a lot harder for other people that don't quote unquote pass as well as me, because a lot of times they get comments like, you're disgusting, you're sickening, you know, anything synonymous to that, and that's not okay. Like, I always like to preach, not trying to plug myself right now, but beautiful people we're all beautiful in our own ways, shapes, sizes, colors, backgrounds, and everything. No matter who we are or how we identify, we are all beautiful. So that's the number one thing that we should put in our minds, in the forefront of our minds when we talk to others. We need to talk to others with compassion, with love, with respect. Number one, actually put that at the top. Respect, compassion. Okay, and I forgot the other one, but you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And I've spoken about dating as a trans man and how difficult that can be. I can put that in the description below. But social media is just another thing, because you don't have that physical interaction to really show your personality. So they're really just reading you as, I guess, your front cover, right? And that's with everyone, but it's different when you're trans because it's taken a lot more seriously. I feel like I probably lost a lot of opportunities, but with people because of that. But I'm also like, are they really missed opportunities, or is it just like intentionally unseizable moments because they shouldn't have been in my life in the first place? So I didn't really miss anything. That makes sense. But yeah, it's just hard because you never know who's gonna actually genuinely love you or have the right intentions for you in life. And I remember growing up, when I first started socially transitioning, I would ask, like, these girls, me and my best friend at the time, we would ask these girls and be like, oh, you know, jokingly, who's cuter? And they would always say him, and I didn't know, like, self-consciously, it would always be in my head because I'm trans. And I don't know if that's the answer or not, because, you know, when I was transitioning, that was really when transgenderism was, like, on the rise. So I was always like, I don't know if it's because of that. Also, I went to a PWI. I didn't know if it was because I was black. You know, when you're a man of so many oppressions, it's so hard to decipher what's real and what's not. You like to conjure up a lot of different ideas of I'm gonna use this word lightly, but the issue. So when I'm on social media trying to find my potential whomever, girlfriend, it's like going back to those experiences where they kind of only have this face value idea of who you are, and that being trans is like not the number one, but it's like one of the bigger determinants to whether someone wants to pursue you. But there's so many negative connotations with being trans that people don't even give you the time of day to understand or to really get to know you as a person. And that's what I find to be so difficult, because you know when there's people that you just inherently don't like, and you're just like, you don't know why you don't like them. Now imagine that with just being trans. Like, people inherently don't like you for no reason at all. So it's like so many different, and then on top of that, of color, short, da 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 da. And this is, you know, this is like a struggle of many people. You know, there's so many determinants to why people wouldn't like others. But yeah, and this is not a video about me saying that I'm struggling with my love life. I don't have a love life. I came to the conclusion about that in like high school that I was not gonna find one, so I might as well just find my sugar mama. So again, if y'all watching, y'all hit me up on Instagram, hit me up on Snapchat, hit me up on what's next? Seeking Arrangements. Actually, let me not plug them. But yeah. I just want to make you guys aware of that. You know, you guys are probably already aware of that, but it's just, understand your privilege, because it really invades so many parts of my life. Being trans, just because of that face value idea that people have of you. So I don't know how to not make this sound depressing, because this video was like, oof. But I'm gonna make that video about being trans and playing sports. I just don't know if I should break it up into 2 portions, because as you guys know, I played football and I did wrestling during my high school career. So should I just combine the 2 or keep it 2 separate? Because they're drastically 2 different experiences. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Follow my social media, and I'll see you guys soon. Deuces.